Hey, Connor used the word patience to describe your performance tonight. Do you agree with that? How did you find that you guys were able to kind of push through, especially in the first period?
Yeah, I thought that's the type of game you have to play against this team. We know that. We've seen a lot of them here over the last, probably 14, 15 months. You have to have a level of patient endurance to your game. And it sounds like two different things. But it's not. It's understanding the way they want the game to be played, and trying to negate some of their strengths and waiting for opportunities that present themselves without forcing anything. And thought for the most part tonight we did that. We turned the puck over a couple of times in the second period where led to some chances against, but I thought we did, a lot of really good things and found a way to get the 2 points.
You like to use the term muddy track. Do you find the first period especially was maybe the muddiest you've seen, and the way that you guys were able to overcome that showed maybe a different kind of element to your team?
Well, that's the way they play. It's a function of the way they want the game to be played. A lot of times you see 5 players skating backwards from their own red line in, and that's the way they want to play. I think a good thing for our team is learning how to win different types of games. If you were to compare the game in Las Vegas compared to tonight's game, 2 completely different games. The most important thing is we found a way, and at this time of the year, that's all that's important.
What impressed you most about kind of the way Skinner approached this game and seemed to, look early on?
Well, I can tell you this. Last year, Stu got us shut out as well. We're not going to do the same thing we did last year with Stu, if you remember.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. What do I like about Stu? I think he's mature beyond his years. I think he is came up with the big save at the right time. I thought probably 7-8 minutes into the second period, they didn't have a whole lot going on. We turned a few pucks over, they got some chances, and when called upon, Stewart was good. And then certainly late in the third period when they had a little bit of a flurry, they shoot from everywhere. They're one of those teams that are volume shooters, but they did have some really good chances in the third period late, and when called upon, Stewart was excellent. He managed the game very well today.
So you brought it up, so I'll follow up. Do you recall, did you have to have a conversation with him at that point, what it was like sending a guy down after something like that?
Well, yeah, I think he was quite clear what the situation was. Obviously, I think it was only my second game with the team. But, my relationship with Stu goes back to his very first year as a professional hockey player in Bakersfield, and quite comfortable with him, and the communication is direct, two-way, and, enjoy my relationship with him.
Last one on that, he seems to play with a level of calm. I just wonder if that kind of resonates with the team. He's not a ton of movement, not a ton of flopping around in there. He seems calm.
He's technical, he's big. Sometimes even if he, if there's a bunch of traffic, he gets hit by the puck. He's in good spots. He relies on a solid foundation, and he's was excellent tonight. He's a big reason why we won the game. Not the only reason, but a big reason.
Evander Kane, 7 hits in the first period, scored the goal. Obviously, wasn't available the first 2 times you guys played him.
Yep.
Huge difference having him in the lineup tonight?
Yeah. Him and DeHarnay and Ekholm and Bukestad. But I thought Kaner's game, I think, is rounding into form right now. He's always been known as a big game player, and these last 2, he's shown at the level that he can play at. The good news is there's not a lot of miles on that chassis this year. He's just kind of rounding into form at the right time of year, and we need him. Good, thanks guys.